All right, let's cut through all the AI hype. Today, we're giving you a real, practical roadmap to build your own AI business, and we're going to do it with zero cost. And look, when I say agency, I mean you, a solo freelancer, maybe a small team, solving actual problems for actual businesses. So if you're looking to turn all this AI talk into real income, this is your blueprint.
Okay, let's kick things off with the single most important number you need to see. For every one person out there offering AI services, there are over 1,100 businesses that are scrambling for help to implement it. That's not just a market, that is a wide-open, massive opportunity just waiting.
So here's how we're going to break this down. 5 simple sections. We'll start with the opportunity, the AI gold rush. Then we'll cover why businesses desperately need you. After that, what you're actually selling. Then the fun part, your zero-cost starter kit. And finally, the big one, how to land that first client. Let's dive in.
So let's get into section 1. I really want you to understand why this is, without a doubt, one of the most valuable skills you could possibly be learning right now.
This chart, it tells the whole story. On one side, you have people with AI skills earning a massive 56% more than their peers. But here's the kicker. Only 12% of the entire workforce has any AI training at all. You see that huge gap? The massive space between high demand and super low supply? That's your door. That's your entry point.
You know, as the investor Naval Ravikant says, you don't even have to be a world-class expert. Just learn a little bit. That alone gives you a huge advantage whether you're looking for a job or, in our case, starting your own thing.
Okay, on to section 2. Let's look at exactly how this skills gap we just talked about creates this perfect opening for freelancers and new agencies.
Think about this for a second. In the US alone, there are 1.7 million small to medium-sized businesses. These are the backbone of the economy. They know they need AI to keep up, but they can't afford a massive consulting firm. They don't have a dedicated AI team.
They're just stuck, you know? They see the headlines, they hear what their competitors are doing, and they feel this pressure, but they have no idea where to even begin. They don't have the time, the budget, or the expertise inside their company.
Now get this. This is fascinating. Research shows that up to 95% of the AI projects that companies try to build internally fail. And it's not because the technology is bad. It's because they try to do too much at once. They don't need some giant complex system. They need someone like you to come in and solve one specific problem perfectly. And that's exactly where you come in. And what you're selling, it's not some pie-in-the-sky new AI model. No, it's way simpler, way more practical, and honestly, way more valuable to them. You're selling implementation.
Specifically, you're selling what we call AI agents. Just think of them as digital employees. They're these little AI workers that you can build and train to do one specific job. And they do it 24/7, they never call in sick, and they cost a tiny fraction of a human employee. So here's the most important difference you need to understand. A simple chatbot is like a waiter who just reads you the menu. It gives you information. An AI agent, on the other hand, is like the waiter who actually takes your order, sends it to the kitchen, brings you the food, and processes your payment. One just talks. The other acts. It does things. And because these agents can act, you can offer real, concrete services that businesses will happily pay for. You can build agents to generate leads, to book appointments automatically, handle customer service calls, create blog posts, or even do quick voiceover gigs. These are things that deliver tangible results. Okay, and now for the best part. You can literally start offering some of these services today with pretty much zero money out of your pocket. Let's look at the tools you'll need.
Look at this. This is your basic starter kit. All of these platforms have incredibly powerful free tiers. Seriously, this is more than enough to get your first few paying clients without spending a single dollar on software. It's all right there for you. So, for example, you could go out and land a voiceover gig this week. The whole thing takes what? 5, maybe 10 minutes, and it costs you nothing. You just generate a script, create the voice, deliver the file, and get paid. It's the perfect way to get your foot in the door and prove that this model works.
The whole point is that the barrier to entry has never, ever been lower. This isn't about writing complex code anymore. It's about being creative and using these powerful, no-code tools to solve problems for businesses.
Okay, so you've got the offer, you've got the tools. Now let's talk about the final piece of the puzzle, and maybe the most important one. How do you actually go out and get paid? You really have 2 main paths you can take here. You can be the builder, the one who gets your hands dirty, who actually builds and deploys these AI agents. Or you can be the consultant. Your job is strategy. You find the opportunities for a business and create the plan. Both are incredibly valuable.
And no matter which path you choose, you can start looking for clients in these places today. On a site like Upwork, don't just search for AI, search for the problem AI can fix. With your own network, don't ask for a job, ask what tasks they hate doing. That's your in. At events, just listen for people complaining about inefficiencies. That's your opening.
So, there you have it. The opportunity is absolutely massive, the tools are free and ready to go, and businesses are honestly desperate for help. That AI skills gap we talked about, it's not a problem, it's an invitation. So the only real question left is, what are you going to build?